Hello everyone, Adam here again from Vector 3D at TCT 360, and this time we're at the E3D booth with Josh again. So Josh, can you first kind of introduce, I think people know E3D, but maybe what you do at E3D and...
Yeah, no, hi Adam, really nice to see you again. It's not even been a year since the last TCT show. It was back in September. So my role at E3D, I'm one of the engineers, I'm one of the co-founders, and I kind of run the organization. I'm trying to get myself much further down towards the engineering. It's been a hell of a year. It's been a very strange year. Obviously, only a few weeks after you interviewed Sanjay, he passed away. So that's been a real shock for us, actually. And for those that don't know, E3D, we make nozzles and extrusion systems for 3D printers. We do so for the aftermarket, but we also develop them for printer manufacturers, like a few that we've got on the wall back there.
So it was back in September where we obviously had the launch of Revo, and at that point it was Revo 6 and Revo Micro. But now we've got a few additions scattered along the kind of product range since then. So starting at this end of the line, can you talk me through what these new additions are?
Absolutely. So we launched Revo. I mean, you were one of the first people to air the launch of Revo, back in September, and we started shipping it about. I think it was about 2 months later. We've had such success. I mean, it's been flying off the shelves. It's been really, really popular. We started initially with this version over here, which is the V6 compatible, and the Micro version, which is a smaller equivalent. So Revo 6 and Revo Micro. We have since launched the Voron version in collaboration with the Voron community, which we're really excited about. I'm really proud for that collaboration and really grateful for all the work that the Voron community have done to help us bring that out. And it's proving really popular, not just on Voron machines, which is awesome. The Creality version as well here, which is here actually, that will be coming really soon. We're in production of that at the moment, so that'll be coming out in the next few weeks. And then we've also had We've had a collaboration with BQ, so they came to us and wanted to put the Revo on their extruder. So we're really proud to see this is one of the first aftermarket systems that now uses the Revo ecosystem, so that their users can quick change nozzles and things. So we're really happy to see it being used in that way. That's exactly what we designed it for.
And sorry, just to butt in there, I think that almost stands for almost just a little bit more than just Revo being on other extruders. It's like an engagement of Chinese manufacturers with genuine patents and observing your IP and working together as opposed to just them going off and trying to make their own versions of things. I think that's quite a big step forwards, right?
I'm really excited by that, and I'm a real believer in the FDM master race, as I'm calling it, and I think that the more people that are working on this technology and developing it and pushing it forwards, the better. And I think, as the market starts to consolidate, it's really going to be important that we have collaborations like this moving forwards. We just need to push FDM forward. There are a lot of other competing technologies out there, and companies need to pull together, pull the best technology all into one place and deliver amazing printers. And that's really our dream, changing the way humanity manufactures goods and all of that. It's really all about developing awesome tech.
Excellent. It's definitely a really good step forward. So this one on the end, it looks like Hemera, but it looks smaller.
You've hit the nail on the head there, sir. No, it's exactly that. It's a Hemera with a lightweight optimized motor. So the motor's been tuned from the standard Hemera design, so it's smaller, but it has all of the power that you need for everyday printing. There's a lot of information about that on the website, because I know that people are critical and people are questioning, does it definitely have enough power? We've tested it 100%. There's all the evidence that you'll find on the website for that. It's appreciably lighter. I think it shaves off like 25% of the mass of a normal Hemera. And of course, it's been upgraded to take Revo.
Great. So the last thing to point out is obviously we've got a huge array of nozzles in front of us as well. So which ones of those are new and different?
When we first launched Revo, we were a little bit supply constrained. We've now managed to get all of our different versions of the nozzle up and running. So I say all, most of them. We've now got everything from 0.25 up to 1 millimeter will be out very shortly. The slightly larger ones we're working on high flow and high temperature variants specifically for that, which will be coming really soon as well. Give it about, I don't know what timeline I'm allowed to say.
Let's not commit to anything too soon, eh?
I'll be in a lot of trouble if I say a time. So coming soon, I suppose. And of course, we've got Obsidian, which we also announced back at TCT 9 months ago. And this is in the final stages of production now. We're we've got a production run that they're being processed and so this will be out really very soon as well, which is great. We've decided to prioritize the Revo version over the V6 version, which will be coming very shortly afterwards, but we are going to be doing both. And expect a lot more from this range. We're working on some exciting, based on this same architecture of an inserted, hardened tip. We're working on new things in that area as well. So there'll be a full range for printing every material imaginable.
Great. So Obsidian a little bit later than maybe some of us were expecting, but it's really good to see. It's still coming. It's getting closer every day. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we get that as soon as possible. Is there anything else you wish to cover today?
No, really. I mean, just other than to say that, it's been a really difficult few months for the whole community, for the company. With the loss of Sanjay, it's been really, really sad. And I've been very, very touched by the community support. I've personally, it's been a big loss for me. We were friends for 14 years, and yeah, it's been really nice to not feel alone. Like the whole community's been there. Obviously the whole company's been there, and it's been very traumatic, not just for E3D, but for the whole community. And yeah, it's just really touching to have seen everyone pull together. We've got the Sanjay Foundation, which we're setting up in his name to try and get people with disabilities into 3D printing and into making, because that was such a tremendous relief for Sanjay, who, as you know, suffered from ADHD. And so we're really excited to be able to kind of pay that forwards and start that in his honor. We've got a fundraiser this Saturday, and that'll kind of kickstart it off. And we're hoping to raise a lot of money and be able to make a real impact worldwide with that foundation. And I think it'll be another opportunity to bring the 3D printing community together around him. So.
Thank you very much. So I think we'll be able to put a community fundraiser as well on the video, so we can make sure that kind of links up with the Sanjay Foundation, and therefore anything that comes from this will go towards that foundation. So thank you very much for your time today. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Adam.
Thank you. Cheers.